Hi everybody and welcome back to Danstew Station. There's been a lot of progress and changes to the layout since the last update I made, so I thought I'd make this video to show you the progress that I've made. Before we get into the layout, I just wanted to talk about the last two videos that I posted. They were the last two model railway exhibitions that I attended. One was RailX and the second one was the Red Car model railway from Cleveland. I've attended a lot of model railway exhibitions over the years, and I've always took my camera and I've always filmed the layouts that I've seen there, but I've never really done anything with them. Now I got to talking to a guy who had a layout at the Red Car exhibition, and he said that a lot of people who run exhibitions and who have layouts, when they're planning exhibitions, they go to YouTube to look at the layouts and decide which ones they want and which ones they don't. That had never really crossed my mind. I'd always filmed them and then just kept them for myself, which is why I decided to post them up on YouTube and see what people liked. And it seems like a lot of people have watched them and enjoyed them, which is really great, and I'm glad that so many people enjoyed them. So I do intend to post up videos that I attend in the future. I also intend to post up videos from the exhibitions that I've attended in the past, because as I say, I've got quite a few years worth of exhibition videos and some amazing layouts in those videos. So yeah, stay tuned for those. I will be bringing them in periodically between the layout updates. So yeah, stay tuned for more of them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is a new addition to the fleet, and as you can see, it's Thomas the Tank Engine, because no layout is ever complete without Thomas, is it? I actually bought all of this from RailX at a really good price. So I was very pleased with what I found. Thomas was actually brand new in box, which I was really pleased with, and Annie and Clarabel were being sold on a stall for a charity. Now these were second hand, but as you can see here, they've been varnished to give them a really nice shine, and they just look absolutely fantastic. They look really professional, to be honest. As I say, they were on a stall for a charity, and they were being sold for a really good price. I quite honestly would have been happy to pay double what they were asking for both of them. But as it stands, I got a really good deal for both of them, and a really unique look as well. Unfortunately, with Thomas, although he was brand new in box, when I got him back, I ran him around the layout a few times. My two boys were really thrilled. Then suddenly he gave a puff of smoke and he stopped. And since then he hasn't ran, he just shot out the circuit. I'm thinking the motor's gone. But I'm going to have to go on to get him checked out, which is a shame considering it was brand new. And I was just wondering, any of you watching, if anyone else has had the same problem with Thomas, because he was running absolutely fine, then it just suddenly went, which is a really big shame. But I'll get him fixed and he'll be fine. But yeah, he's a new addition, and I'm really pleased to have him in the fleet. As well as that, the other additions that I've made is the cork on the track. As you can remember from last time, I had the cork going up to here. I now have the cork going around the entire track. So I'll just do a quick sweep around. So yeah, all of the cork, and it's all pinned down as well. Apart from over here where the turnout is, I haven't put any cork or pinned any track here because I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it. So I've left that for now, and I've mainly focused on the main track, getting that corked and pinned down and wired through here to the incline. And you may remember as well from last time that I had this piece of track going around here, and what I've done now is I've decided to give it a larger sweep so I can put more things in the baseboard beef in front of it. But yeah, it's going to go all the way around, and the incline as well is looking really good. I have had to put a screw there just to stop it from raising up, obviously with it being polystyrene, but I'm hoping that once the ballast goes on, that'll hide it nicely, so that'll just stop it raising up. But otherwise it's got on the incline really well. The trains on the tests have run up it really smoothly. So that's really good. And across here, across the bridge, all of it is corked, all pinned down right through here over to the drawbridge. As you can see here as well, I've been working a lot on getting all of the dropper points added to the track. I've now managed to get droppers for the whole of the track, and so that's been something I've been working on mainly over the past few days. I think I've got a pretty good variation of where I've put them. Where there's a lot of rail joints, I've put a few more droppers in just to make sure the track is always wired, and then where there's flexi track, I've put them in less, but it seems to have a good kind of range, so I'm hoping that works well. And I've just come under the baseboards here just to kind of show the droppers. So we've got some there, and then we've got some over there, just over where the little bridge section is. So I seem to have a really good range on a lot of them. Just through the back there, you can just about to see where it goes around the back of the track and also of the bridge. And then over there, there's some more, and that's where the incline kind of ends. So I've got some there too. So I think I've got a good variation, a good range of where the dropper wires are. All tests so far have kind of worked out well, so time will tell. And I've just put the light on my phone now so you can see a little bit better there. But as you can see as well, I've started putting the bus wire in, so I've started making a progress with that, and I decided to go with these screw-in connectors, so that I can attach the bus wire to the wires through that. I did plan to have the ones that clip in, but they were turned out quite expensive. Not really expensive, but just for the amount that I need, it was going to cost a lot more than these little screw-in ones would. So I decided to go with these. It's a little bit more fiddly, but it still does the trick. So yeah, so I've been doing quite a lot of them. So I've got quite a few going through to here, connected up that way. There's a little bit of mess at the moment, and there's some sections there where I've had to extend the dropper wires to fit in. But overall, so far, it seems to be going well. And that's kind of where I'm up to over there, where Optimus Prime is. So yeah, I'm continuing on with that. But so far, it seems to be going well. The droppers are going in well, and the screws are going in, and the power seems to be going through. So all good so far. And just a quick look as well, this is the wire I've been using as the bus wire. It's time, and the size of it is 0.75 millimeters. And then inside of it you get these two main wires. So what I've been having to do is to feed it along and then kind of cut off the outer plastic side to reveal the two inner wires and then screw them in. So yeah, it's a little bit time consuming, a little bit more it takes a little bit more time than it would do normally, but this is still a really good way, and it just means I have to take my time with it, and it's still a cheaper way to get it in this coil as well. So as you'll have seen as well a couple of times on this video, we have had some trains running, which is kind of showing that the droppers do work. This is the Bachmann. As you can see, it's the one where the tender's broken, tender's still off it. It turns out that I've had another set of wheels break on it, thanks to the wonderful boys that I have. It seems that nowhere is safe on this layout. Doesn't matter where I put them, little hands will always reach up and grab them. So yeah, I need to kind of reevaluate where I'm going to put everything, which is always great fun, but never mind. But yeah, trains have been kind of running around, and I've been enjoying having them kind of going around, mainly on this loop because the outer section isn't complete. I haven't quite decided as well yet whether to have trains going the way the Scotsman's facing here, or whether to have them going around the other way on the branch line. I haven't quite decided on that one yet. It's not really something that I'd have to decide now, because with this little fiddle yard that I have here, with it being hidden away, it's not something that I'd have to decide and then stick to. So yeah, it's not really something I could decide to change it eventually. But what it means is that if I have it going this way, which I'm not really thinking of, I'm thinking of doing it this way where the Flying Scotsman's facing, because at least this way then I can have it where the trains, if it comes out here, loses the aesthetic, but if it comes in this way and then kind of goes back and couples up to new trains, it'll look a lot better rather than coming out that way and losing the aesthetic of coming to a tunnel. So I hope that makes sense, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of, but it probably a change in the future. On the back of saying that I need to repair the Bachmann tender wheels, I've picked up these two. Now these are intercity, so they're slightly out of the time scale, but the detail on these is really nice. The silver around the wheels, the window, sorry, the interior's really nice. And rather than getting a packet of wheels, my dad had the idea of buying these, because they're only a couple of pounds each from Redcar, buying these and then using the wheels to repair the Bachmann tender. and then taking these carriages and using them as kind of restaurant cars, like you would see in a lot of places that have bars or restaurants. And I really liked that idea because when we used to holiday in South Shields, there was a bar nearby called the Rattler that had two carriages, and I loved that place. I really loved it. So that's my plan. I'm going to use the wheels to repair the Bachmann that I'm working on at the moment, and then use these and put them alongside a bar. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay, and so the last thing that I wanted to show on this video is some of the cars that I have for the layout. The first one here is this black Mini that I picked up for one main reason only, which I'll just focus on now. And as you can see, the license plate has KEL, which is Kel, which is the first three letters of my name. So it was something I really liked. And so because of that, and because I like minis, it was one that I definitely had to pick up and put onto the layout. And so there we also have Herbie the Love Bug. Obviously have to have that. The next one is a Ford, I believe it is. This was one where with the Hornby magazine you send off and then they send you out a free Oxford diecast. And this was the one that I got. Really like that. Now these next ones are all Hot Wheels, and I grant you they're not quite the same sort of scale, they're not quite the same size, but these are all vehicles that I really like, and they do kind of slid in even though they're slightly bigger. So first of all, we have the 1966 Batmobile right here, and then this is Ecto 1 from the real Ghostbusters. This one is the Batmobile from Batman Arkham Knight game. And the next one's slightly more difficult to find out. This is the Simpsons Pink Saloon. And then next to that we have the Flying DeLorean.
Flying DeLorean?
And then this one is the 1989 Batmobile from the Michael Keaton movies. Next to that one we have the 1995 Batmobile from the Val Kilmer film, Batman Forever. Now this one is my all-time favourite Batmobile, so I was thrilled to get this. You'll notice as well it is slightly smaller than the Hot Wheels. It is actually to scale, so I was really thrilled to find this at a recent Comic-Con that I went to. Really good find. Finally, we have a Tesco van, one of the toys that you can get from Tesco, but it is again to scale and it is really nice. And I picked this up because my wife works at Tesco, so it was a nice little nod to her. And as I mentioned earlier, these are only a few of them. I do have some others which are stored away in my drawers at the moment, ready to come out. But these are the ones that I kind of wanted to showcase at the moment. And once I start building up on more landscape and getting more town scenes and roads on, then I can start getting them all on. With the Hot Wheels, I don't plan on having them all out, especially the four Batmobiles. I'm not going to have them all out at the same time. I do have plans for this 1966 Batmobile. You could probably guess what it's going to be, but I do have plans for that one. As for the others, I'll probably have them sporadically spaced out, but we'll see what happens. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this layout. I was going to say that that's all I've done, but when I really look back on everything, I'm quite impressed with myself on how much I've got done. Got all the cork down, got it all nailed into place, all the drop wires and the bus wires started. So I have actually got quite a lot done, and it's good to see so much progress, especially when you're fitting it in around work and family and your kids and other things that you want to do. And I've dedicated quite a bit of time to this, but at the same time, you know, you pace it along. So I'm really pleased to see the progress, and it's nice sometimes to just catch up on what you're doing. And hopefully next time that you come along, all the bus wire will be gone, they'll all be powered up and it'll all be working. Here we go, touch wood. But yeah, that's kind of the hope, and then I can start on landscaping, which I'm really looking forward to doing. And my hope with it is to kind of get this area around here done, get all of the tents in there, get all of this landscaped, and get it all got some grass around here. And as I say, get the tents in and get the camping scene working. That's the scene that I'd like to work on to start with. That's going to be my first one. It might change. I might decide to do something else, but that's an area I'm really looking forward to doing that scene. So that might be what I do. But we'll wait and see. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Take care. If you did, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. But until then, I will see you again soon. Take care. All the best.